Hey, what's up guys? It's Aaron Wilson for Inside the 49. I want to jump on Anchor to talk to you guys about the upcoming 49ers preseason game against the Denver Broncos. I want to give you guys 6 players to watch for this game. Number 1 is going to be Rashard Robinson. He had a horrible game against Tyreek Hill. He got burnt on a couple plays and really had a really bad would-be tackle. He couldn't put his hands on Hill when they were playing bump and run coverage, and he really didn't play like a number 1 cornerback. He's going to have a big test tonight against Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. So we'll see what Robinson can do, and hopefully for the 49ers' sake, he can bounce back. The second person is the cornerback who's going to be on the opposite side of Robinson, and that's going to be Dontae Johnson. Johnson looks like he has the number 2 role over Keith Reeser, but Dontae really needs to step up this week and in the rest of the preseason to really secure that role. He had an injury last week, so we'll see what he can do. Third person is another injured player, and that is George Kittle. He was also held out of the Chiefs game. He looks solid in camp at the tight end position, and he looks to be competing with Vance McDonald for that number 1 spot. But even if he doesn't win that number 1 spot, he could definitely get a lot of time in Shanahan's system because he loves 2 and 3 tight end sets. I'm really excited to see what Kittle can do and see those hands that we've been hearing about in training camp. The fourth person is Kendrick Bourne. He had a big game last week. He probably was the best 49er on the field on offense. He had 4 catches, 88 yards, a TD, and he also had a nice 2-point conversion. He has that length that a lot of the 49ers wide receivers don't have, and he's competing for that number 6 wide receiver position. The next person is going to be Aaron Burbridge, another wide receiver who's competing for a roster spot. He was surprisingly held as the team's special teams captain as a gunner. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do, both on special teams and on wide receiver position. He was also a wide receiver that was one of the first guys off the bench after Garcon and Curley, but he didn't end up having any catches. So hopefully Burbridge will get a little bit more time this week, and hopefully he can grab a couple passes and see what he can do to compete with Bourne and a couple other guys that are competing for that 6th wide receiver position. And the last one is going to be Brian Hoyer in the 49ers first team offense. We need to get something going. We need to get Hoyer in the end zone, or at least have a couple nice drives. Last week he was 1 for 4 for 3 yards. Not what we need out of a starting quarterback. I understand it's not a ton of reps, but he really needs to step up, and the 49ers offensive line needs to step up as well. The best thing we saw out of him was that 15-yard pass to Curley, which was really a nice, amazing throw, but it got called back for illegal formation. So we'll see what happens with the 49ers. I know I'm pumped for this game. I hope you guys are too. If you want to find more information about the 49ers, check us out at InsideThe49.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Later.